Hi guys, I'm doing my year review for my investing account. Um, so this past year was a really good one for me. I made a pretty good return, and I looks like I beat all the major indices. So I'm gonna start by talking about how I grew my account. Right now it's currently 14,000, but that's taking into account just the gains that I've accumulated this year. I can show you guys the my sort of account history. I can show you here if I go and set it to a specific range of my liking. It looks like it's not working. Okay, so let's say I want to go back to 2019. So I'm gonna put August. Let's say the first, just because I started investing around that time. And then the end, I'm gonna put it so that I can calculate exactly what I got for the year. So I'm at January 1st of 2020, and right here we can see that I've right here this price price and law P and NL comparison. That basically just means a profit and loss comparison. The INX is an index fund which tracks I believe the S&P 500. Yeah, right, you can see here the S&P 500. The DJI is for the Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq is the bottom one. But let's look first at the S&P. So this past year, I did about 16% of total profit, and that's just accounting from where I started investing this past year. I bought my first stock at in Webull on August. So um, I overperformed by about 6.5%. So I feel pretty good about it. The thing is that let's look now at the Dow Jones. Almost double the Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq. It's a little close. The Nasdaq had a good year. But yeah, guys, I had a pretty good year. I outperformed all the major indices. The thing is that you can see over here this net account value. I started pretty heavy. I invested in the thousands. Made a couple deposits in the thousands, but towards November, the beginning of December, the stock market was really really hot. I mean, it was performing really well, so it got pretty overvalued. So I sort of just paused on my aggressive investing, and just try to do some evaluating, just because I felt like it was really overvalued. So you can see that over here by November 4 starts a little, just tapering out and being a straight line. So, but after that, that's when the accounts also started just making gains by the stocks that I bought. So now let's look at the performance of each stock, and you can see that over here the best stock was a Taylor brand, which I bought, and it was one of those stocks that I bought, and it just quickly skyrocketed. So I decided to take some profits, just because I mean, I bought around uh, the end of the beginning of October, and I mean, it just took off, and I just decided to take a profit, just because um I went in pretty heavy, and I just wanted to lock in some profits. As you guys can see, I mean, it was real heavy buying of that stock, and then November 12th is when I sold it all. However, I did like that stock, just because I thought it was really undervalued, but I bought again, and then just decided to sell again with for a minor loss, just because I reconsider. So it's a stock that it's a little tricky. I mean, they sell the suits and they rent out suits, but I don't know if that's a business that I want to have too much money into. The total dividends that I've gotten from that stock is $18. But right now I don't hold any of this stock. Next, it was L Brandt. Is another stock that it did go good. I bought a little at a time, and right now I don't know what the price is, but I made a pretty good gain from it. I've also sold that stock, and I don't hold any right now. Occidental Petroleum. It's another stock that I've just been getting out of these stocks where I just buy and they skyrocket, and I mean it's hard not to take some profits just because the stock market is so overvalued right now. If you don't take some quick profits, then you're just gonna end up losing everything. Another stock, Altria. This one I still hold. Altria, Morrison Coors I still hold, and Boeing is a new stock that I bought, and I plan to add on to it more. CC, it's another stock that I still hold, and I believe in it, but it dropped again in value, and I was planning on adding some, but I couldn't get the chance. CMEX is another newer stock that I have bought, but this one's sort of December, the first time I bought, so it's been performing well, but we'll see if it keeps going up. Caterpillar, I couldn't build out the position. I had one stock and went up, and I mean, I just couldn't build out the position how I wanted it. FedEx is another one that I couldn't build out the position, so I mean, took the profit. British American Tobacco, another one that I just couldn't build out. Back in I think what was it, December? Yeah, the December. I the last day of the year I bought some gold, just because I was just experimenting with other types of assets, and I bought some gold, but quickly got rid of it. Maybe in the future I'll see if I sort of experiment with other types of assets. Mizuho, it's a bank that it's a free stock that I got. Investors, that's another stock that I got for sign up bonuses, which reminds me that I'll have a link in the description so you guys could get some stocks on Webull. I believe it's 2 free stocks, once when you sign up, and then once when you guys deposit, I think, any amount of money. So that's a good deal for you guys. Another stock, it was silver. I was another type of asset that I was experimenting with. So just gold and silver that I was looking at. A stock that I sold recently was CCU. It's a stock from a Latin American country. They sell beer also, but I decided to take a small loss just because I own this stock for like since November here, you can see, and I mean it didn't go anywhere. It would just go up and down and up and down, and I just decided it wasn't worth the investment just because it was a little volatile, and just the company wasn't in the. I don't feel like they're in the best spot to grow, and just for the stock price to appreciate. So I just decided to sell it. Nokia is one that I want to buy a little more. Just that I feel like I bought at the wrong time, and the sort of drop in price scared me a little bit. So I mean, it happens to the best of us. I sort of feel like it was a mistake just selling it. I should have just bought a little more and see what happened with it. But I don't know. I feel like it was a mistake just selling it like that. I feel like it is one of the stocks that it would have been the time to sort of go even heavier. But I mean, sometimes happens to the best of us, like I said. Aurora Cannabis, that was I mean, it's a very speculative stock. And I knew this going into it, but I just sold it not too long ago just because they're having a lot of problems, and I've been looking into other speculative stocks because I always like to have one at least in my portfolio, and I just I don't know. I don't see if I don't think the cannabis business is gonna take off soon. I mean, I've heard reports that they've produced so much that I mean, it's just a lot of inventory that these companies have, and I mean, if they have a lot of inventory, then it's just gonna go to waste because no one they don't produce it. They produce it too fast for people to consume. So yeah, it's a stock that I bought heavy, but not heavy. I mean, it was my speculative stock, so I think I only had like $100 in $200 into it, and I mean I lost almost 50, 60. You see here, doesn't say the price, but I mean it's $65 that I lost. I think it was like 30% of my money. So yeah, well, that was one of the bad stocks of the year. So lastly, here is Royal Dutch Shell. This one, I mean, you guys can see that I bought two stocks in September, and I couldn't get the position built. I mean, it was kept going up or staying the same, and usually now that it's 2020 and in February, I had to a drop in price, so I've been buying it heavier, but it's still performing pretty bad. So we'll see if it turns around. But yeah, this is the stock price, profit and loss. Next, I'll be talking about the dividend for the year. Again, let's go and do a custom range and do from August where I start investing, and then January, and we'll see that the dividends here calculate pretty exactly. Had about $91 in dividends. Here we can see from which companies I got them from. So the best dividend holding that I had looks like it's Altria. They had a couple of big deposits into my account, and actually Taylor Brandt is another good one. But yeah, $91 is pretty good. I feel like it was, I mean, since August, it's just a couple months that I had to grow. I mean, it's 4 or 5 months that I had to grow, and $91 is pretty good. But yeah, this year hasn't started too well, but that'll be for next year's review. So yeah, this is my stock market review for my account in 2019. Now it's just tax time, and doing all the short-term gains that I took. So that's another negative to the quick sales that I had. But yeah, again, make sure you guys check out the link in the description just so you guys can sign up and get 2 free stocks. But other than that, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.